Welcome back, everybody, to the Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our online game of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your game master, Scott Nicholson, here to play with my four friends. Let's mix it up this time. Ben Dale.
Oh, hi, I'm just a guy.
Michael Jackson.
Hello.
Tanner Messer.
Hi.
And Erica Webb.
I'm just a bear.
This is an M-rated campaign stream, so we're getting pretty filthy. And I think if shit gets any further down the drain tonight, we's about to get real angry. I'm looking at you, Michael.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Fucking intro. Let's go.
What?
You're like, huh? Alright, everybody, welcome back. If you're watching us on Twitch, don't forget the more you watch, the more you like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever, you gain rooter points. And at the bottom of your Twitch chat, you can spend those rooter points to make things happen in the game. I don't think only but one has happened. I think Penny's has happened so far. Yes. I think that might be it. But then there's some other things that are non-character specific you can do. If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Last time on episode 45. We continue to fight. Let's go. Over to the map.
Literally what happened.
Literally, that's what happened. But something very important happened is that Bogneck had a turn of character, like some growth, and didn't go into the room of certain death, and instead said, you know, I'm going back to the party.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. He's not a hero anymore. He's a coward.
And then B went into a room, a door, and found a giant pile of gold. And her and Russ knew exactly what they wanted to do. But before we get to those two people, I want to go back to the ones that are standing in a room. They've just left the hallway, and the entire room has caved in before we get to Livia. So I just want to focus. We're going to pause combat for a second as everyone's under shock of this building falling down. Clean Owl, Morton's Owl, Bogneck just ran in, Penny, and Nugs.
Morton's out, not here.
Oh, Morton's out. Yeah, excuse me. Are the spiders still there? No.
Yeah, the spider and Ghost Bogneck are still hanging on. I think they both have
okay.
Like a single hit point each. Like they're both like hanging on.
All right, you guys got just a few seconds if you want to do anything or talk or anything. The whole building's starting to shake. You just saw B run through that doorway, but you can't really see what's in there.
Penny says, we gotta find that poison, and then which one of these is my Bogneck that I can control?
The one that's glowing blue is the illusion, or is the other one?
Glowing blue.
Do you not see the glowing blue?
No.
Oh,
the
weird.
one by the door.
Yeah, the door.
Oh.
I'll give him a...
I'll back over here so you can...
Look at him in the
I
rubble.
think that's why
So it's a ghostly apparition. It can move through walls, and it's gonna take the dash, and Penny's gonna send it behind this wall because she wants to know what's in here. Cause she hasn't seen this thing yet.
She's gonna send it where?
Into this room.
Oh, you're gonna send it through that wall of rubble through the second wall of rubble.
Yeah, so he's gonna take this path. He's literally just.
Can you see through it? Through his eyes?
I don't know.
It's a good question to ask.
I think it can like, I can't see through it, but it can communicate with me, like, telepathically in a mundane sense, because I can give it commands and it can, like, tell me things, but I don't think I can't, like, go through its eyes like Livia can.
Does it say verbal commands? Pause momentarily as we look up an ability.
Hold for reading.
Hold for reading. This is when we need like just like a little dragon baby like hanging on a rope that says, "Please hang on."
Hang in there.
Or maybe soon it'll be a bee baby. Bum, bum, bum.
It is my verbal command. No action required by me, so I can send it in there and tell it to come back after its next turn. So I can take the dash action to get in there, and then.
All right, so it's gonna start running right now.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to do anything, Bognak?
I think Bognak's gonna look at Nugs and just be like, grab anything valuable. This place is coming down, I guess. And so he's like, I'm gonna miss that other one, and just to see if there's any gems or something valuable in this room.
That other one.
Okay, yeah, there's lots of big gems and stones that have been refined. This is kind of like the extra spot that people look at when there's imperfections, it looks like. So there's a lot of big ones here, but they might be a little cracked or a little broken or not as bright.
Gems is gems. I'm gonna take as many as I can.
All right. Ghost Bognak's running toward the wall. Solid Bognak is running, stuffing his pockets right now.
Clea now is gonna head to the door to see what's happening
Where's she
outside.
at?
She's gonna. I moved it towards the door.
Oh, so she just ran back through those rooms.
Mhm.
Okay.
And she's going to the front door to see what's happening outside because she's been having this fight in here. She's like, "Is it going okay out here?"
Okay, gotcha. Let me go ahead and reveal that. I don't understand why I covered it again. Boom.
Oh dang! Not the front door. Make it to the front door.
She's running that way right now. And then on the other side is Livia with Livia's ghost. Livia is invisible right now. Coming through the door that you gently shut, which was very nice, is running a wizard and a bunch of fucking goblins and an Aarakocra, all of them possessed by Cthulhu. They're gaining on you. And you know that wizard can see you and is giving direction to the rest, which is just Cthulhu giving direction to Cthulhu because she's controlling everyone. Beck, do you want to do anything really fast? Nothing combat-wise, but you can, like, take a moment to be like, what the hell?
Can I just, like... I'm wanting to run back over to this, like, doorway area. And kinda... Like, what does it look like? Is it just, like, all just, like, crushed in rubble? Can I see through
There
it?
is a
sky,
foot.
maybe?
There's a foot at the very top where the rubble is piled up, and that between the rubble, top of the rubble, and the doorway. So you can see, up into the sky. You could see out through the roof. You can see the broken parts of the roof that were there. And it's the same for them on the other side in that hallway. It's about a foot. Okay. You just run up and look, seeing them pile in from the door behind you. Bright lights as we're looking at a giant pile of gold. Russ is already on top of the gold, like doing a dance. What are you doing, Bognak? Or B?
Woo!
B is too distracted by all of the gold. Let's be honest. In this exact moment, she's like foaming at the mouth. She's on the ground, rolling around in the coins, like stuffing them in her hair, down her shirt, anywhere that she can fit them. She's in like pure ecstasy, and knows Russ is there, but can't even like concentrate because of the amount of gold around.
Yeah, Russ is completely naked at this point. Russ is like in like fucking ecstasy. He's like trying to he looks like he's nervous in the corner, but it's because he's trying to figure out how the hell can we get all this gold out. This is the best thing ever. He's got some pockets, and with that, back into combat. Russ is gonna go first at the top of our combat. You should be able to see it in the turn order over there. Let me make it a little bit bigger.
Yes, Russ. How will you spend your action this turn? Please tell us.
Russ is going to roll to seduce B with it with advantage.
There's no way.
Yeah. That's how we're starting this.
That's why he was excited. Now I see.
Oh,
He's fucking during the fight.
okay. It was. Oh, is it with advantage? Okay. Oh, it's worse. Okay, he got a 9.
She's also distracted.
She
Right?
still is not noticing. She is too distracted by the gold. It's not working.
All right, one of the goblins is running around the corner. Let me get their movement speed. It's that one right there. So he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to dash as he's running past where the wizard is pointing. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Cool. The wizard is going to slowly walk around the corner. 5, 10, 15. As you turn and look, Livia, looks like he has been burned completely on the side, and his corpse has re-stood up as Cthulhu is controlling him. And he just walks where like an inch or two of his shoulder passes through your illusion as he's just staring at you. And then, luckily, a lot of these spell slots have been burned.
He's been a busy boy.
He is going to cast Cloud Kill. So you see from his big sleeves hanging off his hands as he raises his hands up, this gas starts pouring out and turning into these like tendril shapes in the air and swirling towards you to engulf you in this 20-foot radius sphere. So on the map for 20-foot radius, it's pretty freaking big.
Now no one can see.
20. Okay, centered on you, so the rest of it's like kind of at this wall area. It's roughly like that. And so it just becomes heavily obscured, and but if it just starts, okay, gotcha. When you start your turn there, you have to make a Constitution saving throw. But that's it for now. Bognak.
Yeah, Bognak's gonna load up on as many of these gems as he can. I think he's got one of the bags of holding. He's just gonna shovel them in there.
Yeah, as you walked by and just scooped him in with that free time before, and with this action here, just add a table full of gems, and then later on when you have time to go through them,
Quote, table full of gems.
yeah, table full of gems, 'cause the whole countertop.
Awesome. Just this like countertop here.
Mm-hmm. So we can mark that table as complete.
Is that little, what's that mirror up here? Is that just art, or is that?
I don't know.
Okay, well then I will go. I'll go grab that table then, because that mirror intrigues.
All right, so you run over and grab this mirror, and the mirror starts glowing.
Ah! Ghost. Bognak's gonna just make note of that, and I think he's going to.
Gonna keep it after that reaction?
I mean, yeah.
It's weird. It's not that weird, though.
This is not even the weirdest thing I've seen today. I saw my own ghost. So he's going
while leaving your loved ghost.
While leaving my other ghost, who I don't know if I love yet. So I'm going to just grab that and then shovel more. I've got the haste spell going.
Yes, how long does it last?
I've got 9 more rounds.
Okay, cool.
So I have an extra action, so I guess if I can scoop another one, and then I'm going to hand this mirror off to Nugs, I think, and be like, check this thing out.
Okay, put another big gem in your pockets.
Cool.
I got a gem full of pockets.
All right.
And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to start making my way out of here, I think.
Okay. Beside Nugs? Cool.
Yeah, beside Nugs.
Okay, B?
I want to see if I can roll, like, sleight of hand check or something to see how much gold I can possibly, like, get inside my entire being until, like, I possibly can't move.
Okay, so you know now that your hair is not at a point yet where it can just endlessly stuff it. So you still have all your stuff in your backpack or whatever. So, and in your pockets, because you had a lot of stuff. So roll me an athletics check to see how much you can hold. There's a certain point you just can't hold past anymore, but I'm going to see if I can give you a little bit more.
It was 15.
15? Okay, you can hold 600 more gold pieces, and then you literally can't hold anything else, because you've got thousands of gold on you.
Very true.
Gonna spend it at some point.
Alright, is that it?
Yeah, that's all she's gonna do for now.
Alright, Livia.
Yeah, so I don't like the situation. Oh, I guess I start my turn. I do what with Cloud Kill?
Constitution saving
Exactly.
throw.
20 non-nat.
Okay, so it's only half damage. But you start coughing because this gas is very noxious. So you'll take half, which is 10. You'll take 10 poison damage as you're slowly being poisoned by this wizard.
Dope.
All right.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah, so I'm looking through that hole, and I'm gonna cast Misty Step through that and just pop 30 feet out into this rubble.
Okay. Yep. You can move. You should be able to move your. Here,
Yeah.
I'll move all the rubble to the map layer so you can get on top of it. There you go. Perfect. All right, is that it?
No. So that was my bonus action. Action-wise, I think I'm just gonna take the dash action across this rubble and kind of migrate down to this side.
Gotcha. Yeah, and so where those walls are of that room that Bognak tried to go in, those go all the way to the ceiling. So you're around a corner
Yeah.
from that doorway. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Okay, that little hole, you can just hear scratching as a bunch of those goblins are running up. Well, I guess he's dashing. Boom, boom. Second one is getting close as well. Into the gas, you hear their coughing.
You have to make con saves.
Right?
The cloud drops from them. If I can get this. There it is. Let's get rid of it. And he's going to walk over. I mean, you can't really see anything happening. I don't think anybody can, so I'm just going to move these people, and nobody is seeing this happen. Penny!
What to do? Does my
Yeah,
go?
about that time, he comes back out. And tells you that it's all rubble. There's like a tiny little storage room with boxes and crates.
So they could be in there.
I mean, Russ did use identify and said it was that direction, right?
Yeah, and it's a
Mhm.
storage room, so
No.
it could be in here.
He's looking object.
Yeah. A way to knock down the wall, though, is not a thing I have the power to do.
B could always become small. And
over
go
here
through the
fucking-
rubble.
I'm
Oh,
small
yeah.
right now.
No, she's not, because Russ did a bad job.
For
Oh
long.
my god, stop.
Hey, his
I'm
turn's
gonna-
coming up.
I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna call the spider to
Yeah.
also come join me.
Okay.
Which is back here.
What's his dash?
Oh jeez. Let's see.
Because he's got a maze to run through.
Return to me, spider. Return. It's got a 60-foot dash, and it can walk on walls. If that helps.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Boy.
Perfect.
Will she do anything? I think she's. That's it for her. I think she's. Yeah, I think she has to wait it out. I don't think she has the power to knock this wall down.
All right, Cleonile.
Cleonile looks outside.
Oh, yeah, she's at the front door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she. What does she see? She's looking for. She's trying to see. She's trying to get. Just an update on what's happening out there. She left the.
She sees 10 wizards left, and they're almost done taking out a crazy amount of commoners and stuff. So it's just dead bodies everywhere, scattered of every kind of person that could live in this city. A bunch of the wizards are dead. There was 16, 10 of them are there, but it seems like the crowd that was there before, this is a small portion of the crowd, even the dead bodies.
Yeah, she steps out and she goes, I need to tag out 2 of you. And whichever 2 step out, she's going to start fighting with them, and she's going to send 2 wizards inside to go help.
All right,
do things.
Cleonile, I'm going to leave her marker on the board. When it gets to her, those 2 wizards will go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. All right, Goblin, let me zoom out.
If I had an arm, I could punch a wall. But alas, I don't. I got a nub.
All right, we're going to go ahead and skip to Nug's turn, because nobody can see what's going on over there.
Nugs is going to, I guess, can he use his unconventional feature that allows him to like use bonus action to use an object? Can he use that to investigate it?
No, that would be an action. He can use the object.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just use his action to investigate it then, because he doesn't know what this is. Because I handed him off the mirror. So I guess.
Oh yeah, you roll that. That's your guy.
Yeah, it's just a flat roll. That's a natural 20 for Nugs.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, so it's a very beautiful, ornate mirror that probably came from the Ardinia Kingdom. Like it looks of royalty. He's not a magical person, but even with a nat 20, he knows that this is a very powerful magic item, and he had a cousin one time that had a magic item that like he had to sleep with, not like sexually, but like near him to become attuned to it. Like he didn't have to sleep with the mirror.
he slept with Vine stares at him. You slept with your cousin?
Wait, what? McLovin, what are you talking about?
All right, Nugs wouldn't be calling me McLovin, would he? That's all.
He will if you make comments like that.
McFucking.
Nugs has got this mirror now, I guess, and since he doesn't have time to sleep with it, he's just gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right here.
And yeah.
That's his turn.
The ghost Bognag's supposed to be over here. All right, I'm rolling it. It's Russ Quinn's turn. There's no more gold he can put in his body.
Whoa!
How much gold does he have?
All the orifices are full?
He's got a
Let's
lot.
find out.
All right, let me look at his stats. We could have good ads here.
Oh,
Where's my fucking...
you better work, Russ.
You.
16! 16!
That's pretty good.
16 on performance.
Oh wow.
As B, you turn and look, he is like, gold is pouring out off the top of his head, like he set it up there, like spits gold out of his mouth. It's like falling, tucked behind his ear, and just boop, 2 pieces just fall off his nipples that were like stuck there. Everyone else hates me.
No, we love it. I mean, we're not there
No,
for it. We can't love it that much.
Yeah,
It's fine.
sure.
And he says to you, B, I don't care what happens here today. I don't care who dies other than you and me. I think we take all this gold and we start a new life. Me, you, the dinosaur, and the thousands we're gonna make. What do you say? All right, that's his turn. The goblins and wizards are doing stuff. You can't see it. Bognak.
Bognak hears some disturbing noises coming from that room behind him. He's just going to say, I want to get out of here as soon as possible. So I'm going to have him just charge straight, just shield drawn, charge ahead. And he's like, I'm going for a shortcut on your left. And he's just going to try and use, I don't know if he can use 3 attacks basically just to ram his way through this pile of rubble to get to the other side.
I'll let you have an action to do something else, but you can use your bonus action to do that because it's such heavy rubble with, like, those ceilings are not as high as that ceiling in that room that collapsed. So it's a lot of rubble that is just, like, is not just bashing through a structure that can fall or break in half. It's like you're bashing giant rocks. So like,
Gotcha.
otherwise you could take a whole other 2 parts of sessions to get through that. Like it's all collapsed and it's like gravity formed this like just huge structure. It's not a perfect wall. It's like a mound that just goes up.
Gotcha. So I guess he'll try and do that. He'll like run into it and go, never mind, and just keep running then, I guess. Because he's still got haste, so he's pretty fast right now.
Like super speeding past the spider.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 25, so I think that's his 50. And then I'm just going to take a dash action to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to use my other action to dash again. Because I got 2,
Hell yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm just here next to Penny now.
You just come barreling down the hallways.
Just full. Shield and jump.
He looks like he's on crack.
All right, B.
So B was finally won over by Russ's performance. He finally got her attention with all that gold. So she's gonna pick up handfuls of gold and start throwing gold at him as she watches the gold like fall off of him.
Yeah.
Gonna do that for a little bit. Gonna run up to him and go, "It's 2 dinosaurs at once."
Man, I hate to tell you this, but we only heard like a tiny bit of that because your mic.
Get
Get close to your mic and do it again.
He's gonna say, "Russ, do you think it's possible? Like, 2 dinosaurs at once?"
All right, Livia, we gotta hurry up and get to Russ's turn because I have a perfect answer.
What's this implied?
Livia.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I'm assuming like I'm just like kind of stuck right here, or can I get through this like rubble right here?
No, it's like this.
Shimmy through it.
It's the same thing as like what Bogdan was saying. It just goes up. It's like over the doorway. You could try bashing for 20 actions to get through this mound of rocks you're on, but
I can't let this hallway.
I can't see through it.
Nope.
Okay.
The rubble is higher than that doorway.
Oh, okay.
Those hallways aren't as high up as that room was.
Then yeah, I will take my sweet little ass up here then. And this is like hallway I can get into, correct?
There's a foot space between the top of the doorway and the base of the rubble that you're standing on. A foot. Just like where you came in.
Yeah, I'll go out how I came in. I'll misty step into the hallway.
Heck yeah.
I was about to say, Livia's pretty slender. Maybe you could just like slide through it. Like,
Just,
you know,
sketchy.
yeah, you know.
Not that slender.
No, not that slender. So that was
One of the summit soldiers told me.
movement, bonus action, and then I'll
Shady.
action dash, I guess. Yeah. And end up here.
Perfect. Into the hallway. Alright, Penny. We're skipping what you guys can't see.
Yeah, I guess Penny's only option is to start trying to clear this wall out the best she can. She's going to start casting warp to move pieces of stone out, ideally trying to like make some sort of leeway so that Bognak, the real one, can make some progress. The ghost can't touch these rocks, so he's just kind of there.
Is there a weight limit on warp?
Maximum of 10 pounds for the thing that I am moving. So she's trying to find one that she can wiggle out. I feel like she's playing Jenga. She's trying to find one that she can wiggle out, and just to make some sort of space so that Bognak can start punching things and things can start moving out. But just sort of that's her goal. To just make a little way for Bognak. I feel like I'm gonna giving Bognak the help action, but I really described it well. But that's what's happening.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cleonile.
The two soldiers.
Yes, they
The
come
two
barreling
wizards.
in through the door. Let me get a wizard in here. Wizards.
Bring me my wizards.
No.
Let's go.
What is it? Milwas?
For people on the map.
Boom.
Yeah, let's add more people on the map for Scott to keep
Yeah.
track of.
All right. They're gonna.
I removed one.
They're going to use their turn to run and dash, essentially, to get. Well, let's see how far that is.
They're lost right now.
Yeah, they can get up there. Well, there's only one doorway they can go through, and so they catch up with you both.
Hey.
They'll just use their free action to both of them to ask to fill them in. All right, Goblin Nugs.
He just looks at Livia and is like, "Glad you're alive," and runs past her. And I think they're just gonna be taking turns running away at this point. So, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, there he is.
So he just runs past them into that
Yeah.
room. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Russ says, "We can find out," and just jumps on top of B. If there was anyone near there, you would immediately want to look away, but nobody's there, so they've got rooms to themselves. And
I just want to point out how none of the actual players went to that door because they knew what was happening behind it. But in theory, I think it's funny that none of their characters wanted to explore that door after they're looking desperately for this item.
There are things
They're
at
like,
hand.
nah, we're not touching that.
That's not the building, you nasty.
Quit.
Everyone is actually running in the opposite direction, as far as possible away.
Again, we could just say it's because Russ used locate object, and we know which direction it is generally.
We can smell this thing coming up, y'all. We said we don't want that.
He was walking away, and I heard the nipple coins drop. I knew to run as far as I could.
Nuts, don't look, Nuts. I used to share a room with her.
Anyways, Russ starts
Wes's turn.
making love, and then you hear a loud, completely separate than that, a loud explosion from the room where the ceiling caved in. All right, Bognak.
That's not good. Good thing get out of there.
I think I barricaded the door before.
How is there more to blow up in there?
There's plenty to blow up.
Bognak, I guess, is gonna try and I guess if Penny's giving him the help action, I'm gonna take my.
Stones.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take out a shovel and just start trying to just jug him off to the side.
Okay.
Just trying to carve our way through.
So, because this is a giant pile, there's stuff weighted on top of it. And if it says it can't move with warp, something that's 10 pounds, if something's on top of it, it's going to weigh more than 10 pounds. It's got more pound pressure to move. So Penny is able to get certain, like she described, Jenga blocks of rocks. So you're going through those little holes that could possibly make the rest of it on top fall around and stuff like that. So it's still going to take a while, but you do get a little bit. I'll let you roll in athletics to see.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Yay! Oh, of course, I used my nat 20 already on Nugs. That's gonna be a 23 with advantage.
Yeah, so that first hit, if it's the small hole, it cracks open about 7 or 8 inches of rocks that fall. That's on top of it. They were already kind of loose from the gravity pulling it down and knocking it. So you're getting a little bit, but you can both of you can tell this is going to take a while. This is going to take some turns.
I mean, I guess we got time. Are they coming up on us?
I don't know. B.
Well, B's doing her thing. Do I need to roll a performance check or what?
Yes, roll a performance check. With advantage, because it's Russ.
Because I have -1 perception, and that was was literally a 0, so good thing. It was a 4, so not much better.
Okay, so you're so consumed with putting gold everywhere that Russ is getting... Never mind. Livia!
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I love B. I'm gonna run.
Character's gonna character.
Iconic.
Hop into this room.
Okay.
I guess at this point, I'll just kind of like tuck myself in the corner right here, and I'm going to pop back into my double and see what's going on in that room after hearing that explosion.
So, your double can see from where it is that goblins have like gone into that foot space and have like, it looks like bones are popping out of their arms, like they're breaking their arms and breaking their bodies to like push these rocks out of the way and stuff, like kind of killing them. But it's like it's surrounded by them doing that enough that the wizard you see is like halfway through the hole and is aiming to the left. Anything else?
I mean, action-wise, I would just use my action to move my double and kind of just like get a better view of the wizard and what's going on.
All right, so as
And
the
then that
double moves around, can see through the little space that's left that's not covered by the waist of the wizard, you see that big explosion that you heard was him blasting with something that side wall that was separating him from the electric room that Bognak was looking at, and you see that exposed. It's like sparking, looks like it's turning off and turning back on. But he's gearing up for something else.
Uh-oh. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm out of things to do, so that'll be my turn.
Oh look, speaking of the devil, it's his turn.
No, there's another wizard, I think. There's
Oh.
two.
Yeah.
Great.
I thought there was only one.
I think there's two. I think he was.
Oh no, there is two.
Yeah, you can't see what he's doing, but I rolled for it. All right, Penny.
Penny tells them that we need to get through this wall or clear it out. So if you can help with either of those things, by all means. She says that to the wizards, and then she's gonna, because Bognak is like hitting this thing with the shovel, and she's trying to like move these things. So she's gonna switch up her tactic a little bit, and she's gonna hold her hands up. She's gonna hold her hand out, and she's gonna use thaumaturgy, and a flower's gonna grow in her hand, and she's gonna start making the rocks start to shake to try to get them to start to kind of shake loose as Bognak is hitting it. So still giving the help action, but different this time because options. But trying to shake them out so that he can like pop them out a little bit since they weigh too much.
Since they weigh too much, got it. Yeah. Cool. All right, so the two wizards are going to stand by, and it looks like they're going to put their hands together, and it forms like their hands glow, like they have like glowing gloves on, and they're just going to go over to the big rocks, and just when they grab on it, it looks like it hardly weighs anything.
Good old Bigby's hand.
And they're going to start moving some of those boulders out of the way. Nugs.
I think he's just gonna keep running. I think that's all he can do. Or actually, I think he's gonna turn around and see Livia kind of went into their like dream state.
Uh-huh.
And he's just gonna help keep guard of Livia, basically. So he's just gonna back up here, right next to Livia, and he's gonna give Livia the help action right now.
Hell yeah!
He's just be like, "Don't worry, I got you." That's his turn.
Give me a potion, Nugs. You got the. Never mind, I have those too.
You got such better potion than Doug.
Reach into my pockets, I can't move.
Oh wait, or is Livia still invisible?
Oh, Livia's
No.
invisible.
I'm not. No, because I cast a spell, so I'm not invisible any longer.
Oh.
But my double's still there.
Yeah.
It still lasts the hour, so.
You just see Livia, eyes rolled back then.
Yeah, so he's just gonna go and baseball bat at the ready.
All right, Russ also is really concerned with the gold while he's making love. He rolled a 4 on performance, so this is not the best time this couple has had, but it is an experience, and he's having flashbacks of
For
Dragontooth.
sure.
It's the best time, but it's all right.
You guys hear a big explosion. I need the two wizards, Bognak Penny and Bognak's illusion, to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Have advantage due to haste. Yay. That's a dirty 20 for Boggy.
Oh, nice.
And he got a 18. I'm gonna assume that this dude's going to die. He has 1 hit point. The apparition I made has 1 hit point left, so I'm sure it's gonna go bye-bye.
Well, if you can't touch the rocks, could the rocks touch him?
Ooh.
See, the whole thing, it doesn't say that can't happen, but it doesn't have any like immunities or resistances to damage, so I assume it's just like a one-way street.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. He dies. You know, that wall that's north on the map to you guys, kind of to your left because you're aiming this way. Those rocks are going to explode towards you. It's going to completely demolish the illusion. He's gone. Penny, what did you roll?
18.
Okay, you and Bognak get hit with the rocks, but brace yourself just in time to slide down that hallway. Same with that wizard that's behind you. Actually, you're only supposed to go 10 feet. That other wizard is going to take the full force and fall prone on the ground. That guy will take 15 points of damage. You guys will take 7 points of damage. But now this is a little bit open. Let me do this reveal.
Oh my god, Bogdan, is this our moment? Are we gonna have like a whole like heroes together? Let's do it. It's us because we're the fuck's everybody else at. One goes to sleep, one goes fucking. So I'm like, damn.
So only really Bognak can see this. Penny, you can see that it just actually cleared a bunch of rocks that you guys were working on, rubble. But Bognak can see past that electricity room. The electricity has blown up just completely. You see rocks and stuff falling, and you see the roof is slowly caving in, going outward. And you see all the way at the end of it, because he blasted it, that wizard and all these dead goblins around him. And as he stands up into the rubble, because it blasts just enough for him to stand, the other wizard appears beside him, and they just start walking towards you guys. Your turn.
So this is actively collapsing above us right now.
Yes, each turn it's going to collapse around you more.
So we just want to leave, is what I mean. Like, it's about to collapse and kill us.
how long? Like,
if we had to put it in terms of the ground,
you got 10 seconds to do something, Bognak.
That's a little harsh, don't I think?
Anxiety.
I'm confused by the map, so I'm asking questions. I'm sorry. So this is cleared out, like the rubble's gone here now? Like, is this walkable? Where I'm
everything you can see, you can walk on, yes.
Interesting. But I still can't get to, like...
No, there's still rubble all past where that reveal is.
To get to that storage room.
Yeah. It's actually, you can see more. It's actually... You can see more into this room. And you can see into, like... It looks like to be big storage room over here.
Bognak, use magic.
Fireball.
Fireball.
I think Bognak's just gonna yell,
dead.
"Yeah, if you can hear me, it's time to get out!" And he's just gonna turn around and try and just run out the door. I think, or yeah, that'd be meta if I did that. So I'm gonna turn around and just start to like we should.
It's not
leave,
meta.
right?
You can see the ceiling caving in.
No, I was thinking about something else. I guess maybe I'll come here and see if there's any way. Like, can I see anything in the storage room in this area? Is there anything?
There's a
I can
small
grab
hole in the wall, and you can see into this small little room with crates. It's just a small little hole.
Gotcha. I don't have mage hand or anything to help me get in there. Can I just feral? I think at this point Bognak's like, we gotta get this going, we gotta get this and go. He's just going to grab into this hole and just try and rip it down, just like this, like almost, I guess, like B in past has like clawed at it. He's just grabbing at the hole and ripping more and more to try and clear.
All right, let's see a badass athletics check.
Wild shape into B. I love it.
Oh god.
You stand up on the rubble, dig your hands into the small hole, and just start pulling on these rocks with all the frustration.
That's a 10, I think. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna check haste real quick.
It. Nice.
Yeah, hold on. Advantage only on dexterity. I thought maybe I had advantage on athletics.
It's just two packed together.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the. Wait, did you give me the help action last time, MJ? I forgot. You just flavored it.
Well, it was the help action on the
original rock. Yeah. That's fair.
But,
yeah, well, I'm just going to go ahead and use my last luck point here and see if I can do better on athletics. Fuck.
No!
Of course, it's like I haven't rolled. Yeah, that's 13.
Dang.
13. It's like
yeah, it's too packed together, and with that explosion, it packed even more so tight that it just can't get through. All right. Anything else for B?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, it's in here if we can get to it, and then I'm just gonna turn around, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and Bognak is going in survival mode. He's not going to like let the ceiling try and cave in on him. So
B, you guys heard the explosion. The whole building shook.
Oh, I think that because we heard that go off, she's gonna kind of stop Russ and be like, "Wait, hear that? Shit sounded way too close. I think we need to get out of here."
Oh.
I think try to break down this wall, because I'm afraid that if we try to go back, that there's not going to be a clear path after everything we just heard.
Okay.
She's gonna go, I guess, and go ahead and take her swing at it.
All right, roll your attack at the wall.
That's a 22.
Yeah. What weapon are you using? Or what are you using?
I was just using my fist. It was an unarmed strike.
All right, just stands up. Russ is like hanging off. He falls off as you're like saying this. We just gotta go. You punch the wall, and it just cracks in like a 2-foot around you area. It doesn't fall down, but it's really cracked and broken. Anything else?
That's it.
Livia.
All right.
You can see Penny now.
Yeah, I see Penny now.
They're my friend.
Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm gonna, cause I got a lot of movement to go through. So anything in this area look dangerous that I could just like potentially fuck up and turn on or make it explode more?
You were there to see that wizard explode that machine, so there's nothing. It's all decimated. It doesn't even resemble a machine anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
But as your illusion's walking, they need to roll a dexterity saving throw because that part of the ceiling is falling down with rocks. It's like that doorway that you're going through, because that ceiling in that big room already fell, but that stuff's falling down.
17.
Only takes half damage. I'll roll the same thing I rolled for that explosion.
But Scott, it's an illusion.
Oh yeah, it just starts going through it then. That's right. We've already established it can't do physical things. So can it take damage?
No.
Okay, then yeah.
Mine does.
Yeah, that yours has a HP, so it makes sense. But yeah, rocks are just going through it as you're going through.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep moving then.
All right, this wizard right here is going to.
And I do end up over here next to Penny.
He is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then he's going to Misty Step on the other side of this wizard.
Sure.
Got the healthy-looking dead one or the unhealthy-looking dead one?
The oh, I see what you're saying. I'll let you use an action because that's hard to discern.
How much jaw does it have?
It's got some jaw left. It's a very jawthy monster. Dead wizard.
Oh, it's my turn. I should have looked up, I guess. Him Misty stepping is fucking annoying. Hold on. Where's this? Nope. Where's the spell I'm looking for?
10 seconds.
Oh my goodness, the getting into this again.
Yeah. Know your shit.
Penny is going to look at this guy. She's fucking just pissed. She yells at him. She casts Spasm, so he needs to make
which
a
Oh.
Constitution saving throw.
The one at you?
Yeah.
Oh,
One
he
that's,
failed.
Like,
Great.
in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Penny just like lets out a scream, and bugs just start flying off of her. And he drops anything he's holding, starts coughing and retching, and he can't take any actions or reactions. Any spells he's concentrating on are broken, and Penny, infuriated, just walks by him. She screams, bugs fly out of her mouth, and she starts to exit. She makes it here. Boom. And as she walks by, actually that's it. He's still too close. Boom. That is all.
All right.
Is the spider gonna do anything?
Oh, the spider is
Still
still
running.
making his way back. Yeah,
At this point, because you didn't do his last turn, it's back. It's like right there.
yeah, perfect. So I can make. Yeah, it will take an attack.
Because it would have used
Perfect.
his last turn to just run.
Awesome. It's gonna shoot his butt juice at the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's a 9 to hit.
Does he have any
Because
disadvantage?
he's spasming.
If it doesn't say it, I'm not giving it to him.
Yeah, I was like, that's on Scott. I don't think it says.
Nope. He's doing like that whole like crazy, but like woo out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, he just misses. But yeah, then the spider will just take his rest of his movement to basically like walk on top of this dude. Oh fuck, wrong thing. On this guy who's on the ground, just like to get up close to the wizard, to put itself in melee distance, but also to like be protecting the guy on the ground.
Like here.
So it kind of approaches. Yeah.
Cool. Nugs. In the other room, in the kitchen with the candlestick with Livia.
I think Nugs is gonna just try and fireman carry Livia out of here. Because he's like, I don't know what's going on with you, but we're gonna run. And he's just gonna try and like, have you ever seen like the videos on YouTube where it's like they're like up over their shoulders and they just start running out, like how firemen do it?
Yes.
I don't know the actual logistics behind it, but there's
Yes.
go
All
to
right.
YouTube. So.
I think he's medium. She's medium. So just roll an athletics check.
Cool. Let's see what your athletics is, buddy.
A lot of brute strength.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
he's
skinny.
actually pretty strong. He's got a +3.
Tiny but mighty.
That's a natural 1.
I'd say he's gonna go to grab Livia, but he just has in his mind really fast, like, "Ooh, these are Bognek's friend, new party. I don't really have Livia's consent."
I actually just
Check
headbutt.
What?
Reactionary, just like bodily touch headbutt.
Yeah, he's too timid to pick her up. He thought it was a good idea at first.
He's like, all right, all right, suit yourself. And he just runs out of the room. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Guess he'll dash then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, yeah.
You're beside me again.
Look to your left. You see
Literally.
angry undead wizard. Welcome to the team, Nugs.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he can do.
All right, Russ is like just fell to the coins. Is going to get up and just run up the coins. Well, I guess it's only a 10-foot room. Okay, he's just gonna get up and just pull his fist back and just start muttering something to himself, and you see his fist turns to stone, and he's gonna punch the wall. And I'm gonna hope this is a good roll.
Why is Russ kind of goated? It's always pulls random shit out.
It's a 13, so because it was already cracked, it's gonna crack more, and a tiny little piece, like tiny little pebbles, are gonna fall out. So you know it's kind of frail, but even he didn't bust through. The other wizard is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, running down this hallway, and then go completely invisible.
Oh, cool.
And then
That's not original.
do something else really fast that you don't see.
Gonna be action or spell.
All right. It's Bognak's turn, but before that, the ceiling completely caves in. I'm going to draw it with, what's a break? I'll do it with green, you'll see. So, the spider and Nugs need to roll dexterity saving throws, as the ceiling completely caves in that arc right there. And in that room, it would be that.
I'm pretty sure that this thing also had 1 hit point, so but I roll for it.
15 for nuts.
Yeah, no. Spider's dead.
Okay, the rocks completely crush the spider. Nugs got a 15?
Yeah.
Alright, so he is going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as he jumps out of the way and just lands on the ground prone right here. Spider dead.
Okay.
Just out of, so he's prone.
Cool.
Alright, and now it's your turn, Bognak.
I'm really torn here. I think he couldn't go that way. He sees everything else crumbling around him. Maybe he thinks this is an easier one, going through this way. So I think he's going to grab his pickaxe, and he's just going to make 3 attacks on this, and just try and open up a hole to see if we can pull something out.
Alright, let's go. Attack, attack, attack. Time is of the essence.
Yep.
6
I'm just
seconds
gonna roll.
between ceiling caves.
22, 10, and a 20.
Okay, so you get so far very similar to what they have. It's cracked open pebbles, but you've got a tiny hole in a couple different places that you can see through the wall.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think there's nothing else I can do on this turn as far as like expanding it, but I just wanted to make sure that hole was there. So he's just gonna drop that pickaxe and keep making his way out because there's nothing else I can do. So he's gonna get. He could get all the way out if he wanted to.
All right, you get out. You see there's 8 wizards out there, and they're almost done killing the last of the zombies, quote, quote.
Oh, look, more fighting.
And some of them are resting, and like you see the final blows where the end of the fight is. B.
B's gonna go ahead and take another swing at that wall, try to bust it down now that Russ got it a little more loose.
Okay. You're bad.
Everything they say is
It's a 25.
Yeah, you punch completely through it. It gives like a 1.5 foot hole in that wall.
Okay, also, now that I've made more of a hole, I'm gonna cast Mold Earth. So I can move 5 feet of stone, so I'm gonna try to...
Well, but it's gotta be loose stone. It's gotta be like...
Is nothing around it loose anymore?
It is, but if your intention is to open that hole more, like it's still... Like you can get some stuff around that hole, but the wall itself is still sturdy enough to hold around it.
That's fine. I'll do whatever I can to chip away at it more.
All right, yeah. You add a couple inches.
Take it.
All right, Livia.
Yeah.
Still
so
You can't see anything right now because your illusion is completely covered through and around with stone. They can clearly walk through it, but right now everything's dark. You just saw the ceiling collapse on top of you.
yeah, I'm just gonna like go forward and poke my head out a little bit until I can see.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm assuming I'm just seeing this guy spasming. Nug's probably having a fit, and those two wizards is all I'm really catching with that scene.
One of the wizards is on the floor, the other wizard is standing up, turning at the wizard as it's spasming.
Does there appear to be only one way in this part and one way out of this part?
Yeah, it seems like you can move forward and that's it. Well, the illusion could go through stone and walls.
Yeah, but... Okay, then I'm gonna pop out of the illusion. I'm going to chug one of those health potions and revitalize myself.
Revitalization.
And then... I'm gonna have to think of a way to get the fuck out of here. So I guess I'll just like start talking into that messenger potion bottle that I gave Penny the other one to.
Mm-hmm.
And start like telling her like what room I'm in and the situation, and that I'm like up against this wall if they're at the exit.
Okay, so that is an action, so your health potion would be a bonus action. So you have to roll for that HP.
Oh.
Yeah, because
I
if
think you just can't send the message because
Yeah.
the potion is a magic item and it doesn't have any hit points on it. So you just drink it. So you just can't send the message at the same time. You have to just do one of those.
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. So I'll just do the health potion. And then I'll just chill to do that next time around.
All right, spasming wizard, does he need to roll something?
No, he can't do anything this turn, and then he has his next turn back to himself.
All right,
But,
so he is spasming right now. Your turn, Penny.
Also, did the wizards go last time? I
Yeah.
don't think they did.
Oh,
Because he got knocked prone after the explosion, but then they haven't. They didn't do anything. Because they go on Cleonal's turn, and she goes after me.
gotcha. I don't know why we skipped Clay now. Okay, well, that guy would have stood up, and from all the chaos, you guys couldn't really see what was happening, but you can tell that they've damaged him a little more. I'll say that.
Okay. Cool. Penny can feel her spells, concentration going away on both her spells, in her gem and also in her head, and she kind of refocuses that, and she is going to summon undead, and she is going to summon a putrid spirit. So those legs of the spider start to wriggle and snap, and they turn to little spiders, and they crawl under this door, and they will appear right here in this. It looks like
Where?
a spider. Oh, right behind this guy, on the side of the doorway.
Oh, gotcha.
And so this like amalgamation of like, it kind of looks like a halfling, probably about Bognak size because it can't be a full person, but it's like made of like spiders that are like crawling over each other. And it is the putrid summon undead, and it can't do anything this turn because I summoned it with my action. Wait, is that a lie? Can I bonus action make it fight? Pause. Use my. Cast a spell, choose yes. Then the creature disappears on laser. Hand combat, shares your initiative.
Wizards, am I right?
Okay, so it just goes after me. Okay, great. So it can take its attack.
Cool.
Perfect. So it will, and it is. So sorry, so many words to read. Putrid. Okay, so it does. Oh, I got it. Oh, advantage from the wizard because that was a fucking nat one. A 19 to hit,
All right. Yeah, that hits.
and it's gonna do 6 plus 6, 12 points of some kind of damage.
How many?
12 slashing damage. I'm so dyslexic, I can't read these words.
Okay. Cool.
Perfect. And then bonus action, she is going to look at this thing and she's still heated. And she's gonna hex. What is it called? She's gonna hex craft it. So bonus action, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Looking for 17.
Ooh. It rolled an 18, so I'm not even going to look up its...
Damn.
With
All right.
It was
That's
a +1.
That is all for me.
So. All right. Those two wizards... let's see. Where's their wizard stats?
Don't look at them straight. Run, hoes, run.
Okay. One of those wizards... Okay, so you see him kind of, this like portal thing forms around the wizard as it's like spasming, but it's just like power breaks through it and it cannot be sent anywhere. Crap! He just starts running from that area. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Did it succeed on a saving throw, perhaps?
Yes, it did. Does it automatically fail?
No, but Penny if she can see that struggle, she can use silvery barbs to give it disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if she sees it happening and her eyes flash purple and it has disadvantage, and she will give herself advantage, because I probably need that.
Perfect.
So I hope it fails, whatever it is.
It still succeeds.
God damn.
2 really good rolls.
It's okay.
All right, it is the
I got
other
rid of
wizard's
that.
turn, though, and if it's not broke, why fix it? He sees what his brethren was trying to do. Saving throw for old zombie man. That's a nat 20.
Yo, fuck the zombie.
And he's just going to run because the dude can't take reactions. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just going to run in there with you guys. Nugs.
Nugs is gonna stand.
Okay.
5, 10, or 5, 10, 15. Get here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an invisible one. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the invisible one. Maybe he's
Never
under
forget.
rubble. Maybe he's under rubble. Nugs, I think, is going to. This is probably stupid. He's going to use his firebomb action, and he's just going to try and chuck it in this hole that Bognak made to try and just blow it up.
All right, yeah. What is it? People roll a dexterity saving throw? What is it?
Yeah, they have to make a dex save.
It's a wall and it's very loose. It shatters and the wall kind of crumbles in that area, creating enough space for someone to walk in. Because he literally threw a bomb.
Hey, better Bognak. Good job.
Hey, well, he is kind of Bognak right now. He's trying to protect people. He's breaking walls better. That I think is his whole turn. So yeah, that's Nugs.
All right, Russ is going to do that same spell and punch at the wall. That's a 19. I won't even look up his other stat. It's going to bash the rest of the wall, so now that wall is open for you guys to go through. B. I will say...
Oh, I was like, football.
You see it goes outside to the street.
Perfect.
The ceiling is going to collapse again. This time it completely collapses in that room in the hole you made. That wizard will have to roll a dexterity saving throw. You see the wall kind of... Actually, you don't, Livia, because you're in the illusion still, but you just see the ceiling collapse on you again. And all of that. And all of that, which you can't really see. Oh, you guys can't see this at all. I'm on the wrong thing.
Oh,
Can you see anything?
I saw where you drew the new green
I was
line.
like,
but I
yeah,
didn't
see,
see
I was
that
like,
one.
what can't? I was like, yeah, he's
Oh,
saying
okay.
stuff, and I was like,
All right. It completely crushes that wizard that's spasming. Because can he roll it? He can't roll it. He can't.
He can do whatever he needs. I mean, it doesn't stop from making any saving throws or anything.
Okay.
So if it is a saving throw, he's good to do that.
No, he failed. He gets crushed in the rubble.
Oh, that he failed.
He
Okay,
barely
great.
had any HP. It completely crushes him. All right, Bognak.
Bognak is gonna turn around, like he hears the explosion, turns around, sees the hole form. He's about to start turning around, run in, and just sees the wall crumble. And then he's just gonna go find some of the wizards that are starting to rest and just lay down next to them and start taking a short rest. He's like, tough day.
As you go to the wizards to talk to them, they're all looking at you kind of in amazement as you kind of walk up and see them all looking. But as you get closer, you realize they're looking past you, and as you turn to look, the entire building is collapsing.
Yeah, there's no poison. There's no poison.
Well, if there is a poison in here, we should definitely go.
B.
Bognak running, actually.
Nowhere is safe.
B's turn.
Can we fly?
B is gonna grab Russ's hand and drag him along with her outside onto the street.
Have it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Never mind. I'm not gonna tell you what I was thinking. All right. Yeah. Pull him out of the building, Livia.
Is he naked?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was gonna say. He's completely naked.
Hop back into my double. I'm gonna run out here. And I'm gonna start explaining to everybody that they need to break down this fucking wall behind me because my body, my real body, is right there, and I need to get the fuck out of here with y'all.
So you see us looking fucked up, and we're like,
Yeah.
Find B.
Oh.
She's in there somewhere. I can't tell you that. It's not my turn, but
Oh yeah, you can't. But yeah, that's my
I go
turn,
next.
is to rally all the troops to help get me the fuck out through this wall.
All right. Penny's turn.
Penny looks at the illusion. We can't make it through there. You're gonna have to find another way out. B's still in there somewhere, so maybe she knocked the wall down. You'll figure it out. And she starts to walk out, and she's leading these wizards with her as well. She's like, notably, there's definitely still a dude in there somewhere. So I'm just like, hopefully he's dead. And I'm just stressed because he's been invisible, and like he can be anywhere. And I got anxiety.
But you have enough movement you can make it out of the building. You see Bognak and the wizards.
Yes. Unfortunately, though, what's the dude's name? Bognak 2.0
No,
needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! Why? Because the spiders?
Yeah.
Because
He's too close to them bugs. They smell bad.
Oh no!
What? What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
They were there.
What are you doing? Okay, Constitution saving throw. That's a 13?
No, it's a fail. He's poisoned, but it's fine. So he's disadvantage on any checks he makes, but he's overwhelmed by the nausea of the fucking bugs next to him. I can't help it. I'm so sorry.
You summoned these bugs!
A fight for me, and the building fell on the guy. So, but yeah. So I will start to exit out, and the bugs will keep near me, and everyone else will stay away from me, because we're also going out into another fight. Like so.
No, it's just ended. As you go out, you see everyone's dead. Like, and there's not hardly as many citizens there as there were before, and you've lost a lot of wizards. The whole scene that we described earlier.
Okay. Great.
All right, so you're out of the fight. Clean out. The two wizards are going to book it. Everyone is dead. So they're out of the fight. Nugs.
Doug stashes. And I think he's probably enough.
Nugs is out of the fight. It is
there was Livia.
It's just Livia. I'm gonna keep in turn order because you got 6 seconds every one turn each time this.
Yeah,
collapse.
that's fine. I'm
You literally
popping
have, like,
out of my duplicate, and I'm just like, there's only a couple rooms I hadn't explored, so let's see if there's a back door on this place somewhere. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. There's my movement. A dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then I know that I've been in here. Sorry, I'm also having to pan.
Your pan? Oh my god.
Peter.
So pan. And then I'm going to do another 40.
Okay.
I'm going in there.
All right. This dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
Yep. As the ceiling's collapsing right on top of you.
That you think. 22.
I mean, it is, but you're dodging it very well. You're still taking half damage.
That's almost
No,
a
I
leg,
don't.
skinny legs.
It was a dex save, so I take no damage.
Oh,
Evasion.
okay, yeah. You dodged that ceiling completely, but you're kind of out of it there. Your turn again.
Yeah, I see this other doorway, and I'm gonna go in there. And then I see this hole in the wall, and I'm gonna go out of the hole in the wall.
Combat is over. Everybody gets into the outside as the entire building collapses. You cannot, Livia, B, Russ, you cannot see your party members on the other side. There's a giant pile of rubble. It was a building in front of you, but you guys are standing back. Russ is completely naked. Livia, you see Russ completely naked. The wizards and the rest of the party members on that side. As you all take a moment and stare at this, we're going to go to a quick 10-minute bathroom break. Starting now. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody, from the bathroom break. Okay, if you just missed us, they made it through. I thought this was going to be a part 3 episode, but no, it was part 2 point whatever this is going to be. All right, you guys have just escaped out of the buildings. You see nobody else around. The whole town was possessed and congregated here, but you do know that this is not nearly as many zombie citizens as there were. But we'll start at the back, who doesn't see anything at all. Just Russ and B and Livia. Oh my gosh! You're just like gonna hide behind B.
Why are y'all naked? Wait, never mind.
He looks
Don't.
down and looks up and goes. Looks down, looks up and goes. Didn't even realize, sorry.
No, just B, I guess, at this point. We don't have time for clothes. Livia's going to cast Find Familiar, and we're gonna get up into the sky. I'm gonna summon a hawk
Okay.
to start flying around and giving me a signal when there's something in the area.
Okay, yeah. Just burst out of light, feathers fly in the air like a bird hit a fan, but then come back together into a hawk that takes off into the sky. Do you have to... Will it come back and give you the information, or was it report live? Like a sky cam?
Report live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you're standing there, immediately the hawk's
And then I'm
telling you that
Oh.
I don't see anybody for blocks and blocks and blocks.
But I'm assuming I see that they're I know that they're on the
Oh,
other
yeah,
side
yeah.
of the building.
They're on the other side of the building.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm just gonna tell B and Russ, let's go meet up with them and get to the other side of this building real quick.
Did we bring our clothes with us? Did we grab them? I feel like we would have, right?
You didn't state it, so no.
Yeah. You're naked now.
They just
It's
naked on
canon.
this is like
Just naked pregnant B and naked little Russ.
Except for the eye patch. He kept the eye patch.
Yeah,
His hole's covered.
he's gonna turn to Livia and
They
go,
did put gold in that.
I guess we need to find some new clothes and then we'll meet back up with you guys.
Yeah, just rip them off a body that's laying around. That'll suffice.
You see
idea.
no bodies around. They all congregated on the other side of the building.
Oh, let's go rip them off some bodies around the building. Don't be shy.
Are there any buildings around?
Yeah.
The street? I'm gonna go try to look in a building to see if we can find any.
All right, Naked B and Naked Russ just shuffle from building to building looking for a shop with clothes. All right, Livia runs around to the other side of the building. You run into Bognak, the wizards, and Penny and Cleonile and Nugs.
Yeah, just round the corner. I'm like, well, that shit was fucking wild. Did
Yeah, they come
anybody end up with the poison?
No. But they come out to Penny, who's triaging all the wizards and kind of debriefing and trying to figure out what's happening next. She's trying to get an account of who's alive, who's dead, how they're feeling, because she feels sad, but we have to move on. So she's trying to get a quick check.
Yep. So one of the wizards that just ran in and ran out is already telling them the entire building collapsed. It was the gem refinery that they weren't able to find what they were looking for, but everyone survived, but they don't know about B and Livia and Russ. they could still be in there. So a couple of the wizards are going to suggest that they can stay and try to go through the rubble and see if their bodies were somewhere in the rubble. But the other wizards are going to point out that a large majority of the citizens took off. Morton's Owl took them that way. He was decimating them, but they were chasing him to the engine room of this elevator city, so to speak.
Continues. Okay. Penny will tell them that they need to build a... She assumes that this is going to keep happening, but she needs Morton's Out to come back, and she assumes that he's not going to be able to ditch all of these guys. So they're going to come back, and she would like some sort of like readiness to assault them as he brings them. So ideally we can wipe them.
One of the wizards will tell you that they've learned that once they kill them, they're dead. Unless, Cthulhu has to, look at them for them to come back, whatever. But they have not seen one out of all these hundreds that have fallen get back up. So it looks like kill them second time, they're dead. He doesn't know.
Question mark?
Question mark?
Seems to be interesting. Yeah, so she will have them start to set up. She'll have them. Are there buildings around? I assume we're out on a street.
Yes.
Yeah, if there are buildings that they can set up behind, next to, on top of, if they can get around, just so they aren't out on the street. And then once polling the room, but she's then gonna. Ideally, she would like to then send a message to Morton's Out to have him come back, so that way they can finish off these zombies and figure out what the fuck to do next.
Okay, Morton's House is 25 words, right? He's going to send a message back?
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna... that is her plan. So she's pulling that to the people of being any objections? And actually saying this, I guess Livia, B, and Russ reappear, but butt-ass naked from...
No, they're going from buildings looking for clothes right now.
Yeah, I'm the only one that rounds
So
the
just Livia
corner.
comes back.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And we're like, oh. And then you... So they're not dead. That's perfect.
Okay, Livia's not dead yet. And
Yeah, I'm alive. I mean, they're alive too. They're just looking for clothes because I encountered them in the nude.
Did they run through a fire? Did their clothes burn up?
I think something is definitely probably going to be burning in the next few days. But it won't be their clothes.
All right. Well,
McLovin says, I don't get it. What do you mean by that?
they're all alright, I suppose.
They remember to pee afterwards. Anyways. So,
They did during.
odd, not shocking. Anyway.
it was 2 rounds, guys. It was 12 seconds.
It's Russ.
We never question Russ.
How long do you take to pee? They
That's-
both rolled
Yeah,
fours.
that's what I encountered, and then now they're searching the town for clothes, I'm assuming. But I have a hawk in the air right now for aerial view stuff. Patrolling. To alert me when something gets close.
You see Clint Isle starts walking towards where they are really fast. I'll keep talking. I'll be right back. I just want to get the mental image so it's easier to... And she transforms into B, but B has clothes. I guess I could take mine off, but my buddy doesn't really know what she looks like. This is just for me. And she's going to run that way.
You go, Cleonile.
Yeah, make sure they're alright.
But she agrees with Penny's plan.
Yeah.
Bognak's gonna look at the wizards and go, thanks for protecting us, and sorry for your losses. And he's immediately gonna start looting any dead wizards' bodies.
He's like, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm just gonna get this out.
This is war times, guys. We gotta make sure if they had anything, if you all have anything, we all need to make sure we're passing on our stuff.
Bognak knows to always get a wizard spellbook when they die. Dragontooth 101.
One of them puts a hand on your shoulder, tells you his name is Wizard Frida. And he says, it's okay, they understand. They've been tasked by Mill West to assist you guys.
Were you named Wizard? Like, when you were born, did they name you Wizard? Or is that your title, Wizard?
Is that your rank?
That's a title.
It's
Ranking
your title.
It's a designation of rank. Did you think I was saying, hi, I'm Wizard, my last name is Frida?
You knew this whole life thing?
I can understand how you would think that. I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm McLovin, and I'm just a guy, so I get it. It's
Yeah.
weird. We got weird names.
Hey, please be careful on the arm there. Don't pull it too hard. We'll want to send people back eventually to rescue these bodies after we've saved
What?
the world. Oh, come on. You know, there's some things mending can't take care of.
All of us are laughing, and the wizards are just freaking the fuck
Yeah,
out.
the wizards are not evil, so they're like, what the fuck? And like reminding themselves that they're tasked to help you. Like you see them like question each other, are you sure?
Bognak's just fucking weird. I don't know. I don't know what about that does not reflect on all the villains here. He's just fucking weird.
I think it's like that's the end of my haste. Like I'm just still so yoked, like I don't know. I'm like, oh, the arm got caught. Oh, and then my haste runs out, and I just like pass out on the body.
Very rarely will I award you with not making a roll, but I think that's so fucking funny. It just happens. The haste is perfect.
Yeah, and I get up. Sorry, I try and cast mending to put the arm back. It's not alive. It's not a body, so I think I could do this.
All right, you find a satchel with various material components. You find a glowing orb that was probably the focus for their magic. You find a big book of spells, and that's basically it. They weren't really sent
Is
with.
Bognak about to be a magic caster?
Said it multi-class last 15 episodes.
He's literally not smart enough to multi-class. I'd have done it ages ago.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so I've just got all this stuff. Yeah, thanks for that. And I could use a nap. I don't know about you guys, but just a lovely little nap. Where's the other guy, by the way? Like the bald guy?
Oh, me. I didn't know who you were talking to.
Yeah.
We can take a nap after we rescue Mortenzow. Ideally, he's going to bring the zombies back and we can knock them out, and then we'll take a nap. That seems like a better use of our time, if you agree.
Yeah, but no, that sounds good to me. Also, I found this thing. I had the nugget guy hold on to it for me. Look around for nugs. Can anybody help me know what this is? And I'm gonna hold up the mirror. If anybody can cast identify, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, some wizards.
Yeah,
I can do that for you. Give it here, Bognak. Or in hindsight of Livia's knowledge of Bognak's goodies, would I know what it was already?
No, because I just found that.
Yeah, you just found it.
Oh, you just found the mirror. Okay. I thought it was something that you had that you just didn't remember. Yeah, I'll cast Identify on it. What do I learn about it?
It is called the Mirror of Truth. It's used by royalty because it's almost like what the Jester was allowed to do during royalty. He was really the only one that was allowed to make fun of the king or queen. So it's like, as you hold up to it, you see the true nature of someone that can be reflected in whatever ways the mirror wants it to be. So, like, if they're young at heart, if they're corrupt and cruel, you can see all these things. It's trying to use something big to do.
But I feel like you're like holding that up to us, and we're like looking at it, like, oh, that's
but
why I looked
it
like
requires attunement, and only the person who's attuned can see it in the mirror, and when used against other things and stuff. Roll an insight check really fast.
Interesting.
All three
Me?
of you, all three of
All
you,
right.
because you're all looking
So
and discussing this.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
of course.
So we don't see any reflections currently, or we just see what we actually normally look like?
You look what you normally look like. It's like a mirror.
I got a 17.
Okay.
We don't have to talk about what I got. It rhymes with 1.
Okay.
Insight.
None?
No, 1.
That's a 6.
All right. Livia is smart enough to piece together that, after Bognak tells where he got it, because you were like, I haven't seen this before, and he's like, oh, I got it in that gem refinery room, you could probably piece it together. Oh, someone was probably attuned to this and could see, like, inside gems, could see, like, the core or, like, a rotten... That's why some of those gems looked fine, but it looked like they might decay after a short period of time or something. So it looked like it was
really
used...
smart.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's the dealio with this thing. Hand it back to McLovin.
Neat. Why do you keep calling me Bognak? 'Cause
You just look like somebody I used to know. That's all.
Somebody that used to know. I got you, whoever was going to sing that.
Got
yeah. Let's go save Morty, I guess. Can we call him that?
We don't have to actually go anywhere. He's coming to us whenever we're ready. Which hopefully is soon, because I'm sure he's running for his life, if I know Mortenzow. Yes.
I start flying my hawk in that direction to also get an aerial view of things as they
If
approach.
you can see a giant horde chasing a
Yeah.
tiny, shiny bald man, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But
I'll keep
either
an
the
eye
option
out.
is to cut him off so that we can meet him, if we can see where he's at and meet him there so that he runs up to us and we can slaughter them, or I can send...
The hawk
send
sees
to him.
as it's flying towards that engine room tower. It's going like in between these tall buildings, flying that direction, and the ground is just. It looks like zombies were all running in the same direction the hawk's going, and they've fallen, and there's blast. It looks like a war zone that happened in this direction that you're going until you get to that room, and the like dead bodies lead all the way up to the doorway, but you don't see Morton Zal or anybody moving. About that time, after looking for building to building, eventually B and Russ on a third floor of what seems to be some sort of office building finds wardrobe in some big office that's got 3 pairs of suits that fit Russ pretty well. The legs come up a little bit, but is really tight on B's pregnant belly. You could probably put like the jacket around.
Just make it a crop top.
Honestly, yeah, B is gonna take like pieces of it and rip it off of the suit just with like her claws. She'll cast Primal Savagery, so it's like acid dripping from her claws, and they grow longer, and she'll like literally burn pieces of the suit off until like her belly is hanging out. She'll do the same for the pants too. She'll do the pants and the shorts.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Doesn't like being so stressed. 17.
17. Okay. All right. Russ puts on his suit. Nothing happens.
Thank you. Anyways.
It passed. Yeah, he puts on his suit. He does the whole works. He does the tie, the jacket, the shirt, the pants. The shoes are really tight, but he kind of cuts the front out so his kind of toes are poking out.
Cute.
He just kind of stops and looks at you. Just gives this like really intense stare.
He kind of is staring back at him really intense and is feeling, how heavy her hair is getting, and she's, it would be really smart if we like had a place where we could hide everything. No, we could just drop everything that we have, like a house. Like I've never had a house before. You know how cool it would be to have a house, and we could just like leave stuff there, and then we could go out and get more stuff and bring it back there.
Yeah, with a big yard full of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Sounds
awesome.
He's going to pull out his book, his memoir he's been writing this entire time. That's not your dinosaur. That's my dinosaur. And he flips to chapter 4. And there's a drawing that he did that has like a big castle with a big field of back full of all these different dinosaurs. He says, "This chapter was all about my dreams with dinosaurs and a big old castle. And I always thought it would be just me and my dinosaurs. But B, I want to find this castle with you."
He looks really intently, like, at the page. All of a sudden, she, like, points, and she's like, "Wait, I know this castle. I know where this is."
It's a real castle?
Yeah, this looks like exactly where I'm from. Remember all the stories I've told you in the past about how we would just find dinosaurs everywhere, and I'd make them literally beat the shit out of each other?
Wait, you're saying this looks like Veilcast?
Ah. I mean, it's been a couple years since I've been there, and obviously changed a lot with Cthulhu and everything, but, I mean, from what I remember, yeah.
So, you want to go back to Veilcast and then kill Cthulhu?
I mean, how do we even want to kill Cthulhu? That's what I've been thinking recently, It's not going to make me more rich killing Cthulhu.
Well, unless Cthulhu is a giant pinata of gold, but the odds of that happening are very low.
Ah. No.
He's going to take your hand and say, "Whatever you want to do, B, I'll do it."
I mean, even just being back in this finery, that gym place that we were at, think about how we ran into that room and it was filled with gold, and there's like nobody around because they're all dead. So we can just take it.
So you're saying other places that are destroyed and people are dead, we can just go take all the gold?
I mean, that makes sense to me, right?
Wait a minute.
Makes sense to you?
I think so. He's gonna go to that desk in that business office, scrounge around, and find some like ink that's like black now, and find some other that's like a tannish color. Maybe it's like some sort of wax, whatever. He's gonna dip his finger in it, and he's gonna go to that field on the picture in the book and just dot little tan dots all over the place. It could be littered with gold. The whole thing.
Oh, nerds.
We could literally run through fields of gold on dinosaurs.
He just starts loosening his tie. What?
I just got dressed.
Like you just
On
got the fucking clothes on, right?
Dinosaurs. He says again.
He just rips his tie off, keeping that intense look at you the whole time. Just rips his shirt, but he can't get it over his shoulder. And then looks at his pants, and slowly they start to just rip without him touching it, as his muscles bulge and his arms grow out, and right up to this big double pane French-style glass window just transforms into a pterodactyl, and looks back.
He'll just look at him, not even, and just go. And jump on his back.
He busts through the window. As Livia is learning all this about the hawk flying around, the hawk just kind of like looks for any windows. There's no windows that kind of lead in. And as it turns back to look at how far it is, you just see a pterodactyl flying off with a figure on the back.
The fuck? Yeah, so I'm like, guys, there's a giant fucking thing flying right at us.
The opposite direction.
Flying away from
Oh,
us.
it's flying the opposite. Oh, it's flying away from us.
Is it holding
so-
a tiny person?
Yes, it
was
looks like it's
holding a something that looked like a tiny person. So, I think
God damn it, B.
B and Russ might have just bailed.
Not
Question
surprising,
mark?
but also like, LOLs. Hopefully they get to the top at least. Like, he's got
I
wings. I
wanna-
didn't know he could do that. So that's good.
Honestly, though, fuck that guy, right? Like, that guy kind of sucked.
Yeah, we've all been thinking it, McLovin. I'm glad you finally
Like, if we
saying
find
it.
him, can we just? Does anybody else just want to kick that guy's ass? Like, he was just
Yeah,
very
let's
rude
kick
to
the
me
shit out of him.
for no
Yeah.
reason. I just don't know why.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
The wizards are like, are you guys talking about Russ Quinn?
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
wizards leans in. I didn't want to say anything, but what a prick.
Oh my god!
I got bad vibes the entire time from him.
I call a hate club. Hate club initiated.
Wizard Rachel. They're talking about how they hated Russ. Oh, is that little nerd? Yeah. Oh, we hate that guy.
The villains are like, isn't it weird they all are named Wizard? Like, that's crazy.
What do you guys think? Wizard Samantha, Wizard Haru, and Wizard Theron.
Oh, he wrote them down. Okay.
What do you think?
Was it like a
Wizard
family
Fellini.
Is it
Is
like
that-
Disney thing?
Yeah.
opposite of a
Wizard-
marriage?
Wizard family.
You lose your last name and your first name just becomes Wizard. And you
Yeah.
move your first name to the last name.
It's
That's
a
why
business
it's
title.
Future employment pressure. That's all I've got to say. to
Yeah,
my
right.
parents.
Hi, I'm
Can't
Blacksmith
name.
Wizard.
Did you want to be a wizard?
Yes, we
Yeah,
all.
the choice, his name was Wizard.
We worked
What
very
is
hard
he,
to
a wizard?
get to this level. When you enter at first the Shadow Government, you don't get to be wizard. You just get to be, not a wizard.
So now that I have these Bognak holds of the book, so am I now Wizard McLovin? Is that how this works?
That's not how that
exactly
works.
how it works, Wizard McLovin.
Don't. That's okay. They are villains. You seem like you don't remember anything. That's not
He
going to
does.
make you a
He
wizard.
maybe
remembers
you're a
everything. Do not assume things for him. Who are you, first off?
Well-
I know you're on our side, but let's
In a
not
shadow
put pressure
government,
like that on
sounds
other people.
suspicious.
Welcome to episode 46. Episode 46. Gaslighting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every episode of Silver Nail, honestly.
Livia, I don't know why you have to ask. This is our good friend Wizard, and they're here to help us.
I know Wizard McLovin. I'm just trying to defend you right now for a second.
I too am Wizard.
Probably not used to it.
So
This
Livia has
gracious
told us.
moment.
Livia has told us that Morton Zhao is put himself back inside of the control room. That's where he like ran back to.
That's how it appears. I haven't
Okay.
seen him technically, but
Great. Well, that's with all the masses. So I guess then in that case, we are moving towards them, as a tiny militia down the street. I will tell the wizards who are still alive to try to take like a. Honestly, we're all gonna take a backseat, and my fucking festering spider thing is gonna be walking out as the main shits and gigs, and we're gonna go from there. Ideally, the wizards can wall of something to hold things in, and we can fuck them up that way. But that's only in a perfect world, so we're just marching.
Sorry. Bognak's gonna follow as closely behind the bugs as he can before they start to smell. Apparently, and he's gonna be like, "No, I'll take lead too. I gotta test out my new wizard powers. And if there is anything that comes out, he's just gonna use the crystal ball to bash its head in." He's like,
it's a good idea, McLovin. I mean, Wizard McLovin.
"Thank you. My name is Wizard
Okay.
now. No one call me McLovin anymore. My name is now Wizard."
As the viewer
Wizard
snapshots
McLovin.
this moment, and we just back out and listen to the sound of this crowd, the audience just get to see back in the tundra, snow is just going down very heavy. You can hardly see through it. You just trees pass as we zoom over the land, over the snow. Into view comes this giant mountain where it seems rocks and roots are what's walking it.
Legs?
And it just moves past the screen as we ride the side of the mountain in our POV. You can see trees and land. This is a mountain. Like, it takes a while to go past it. And it just keeps flying over this big forest until you see this large black mound off in the distance. Just like stubs on the side with glowing eyes. And then a bright light from the very front of it. And just blasting straight into the ground far in front of it and just swiping this big line as the camera of the POV starts to shake and the whole land is starting to shake. All right, back to what you guys were talking about.
It's just a destroying mountain. She said, "I love myself only." Fuck the other mountains.
That was
Livia's like, oh my god, you'll never guess what vision just came to me and what I saw. No, just
Hey,
kidding.
Raven.
I saw it in my crystal ball.
Did you guys feel that rumbling in the distance?
No,
Wild.
Yeah.
you feel nothing. You know nothing.
Got a vision.
In fact, you all feel great right now.
That's how we know we feel nothing.
It's conflicting.
Yeah, we start. Yeah, we start heading back towards the control tower, because we know nothing about that problem. So, a bunch of kids and some wizards named Wizard. Are
All
gonna
right,
walk
so
up.
you guys make your way through the city street with the dead bodies everywhere. You see, some mason makers. You see, it looks like some old people, some elderly, like everyone has been possessed and killed in this city. Cthulhu is completely decimated with the help of wizards and Mordenzel. But you get to the front doors, you can already hear combat inside.
Do we see any, as we're looking up this thing, are there any openings atop, or is it all just, is it closed off? Any, like, windows or blast
There's
holes
doorways at the front that are blasted open.
Well, that's on the surface level, but if
Oh.
we're, like, looking up at it, are there any
On
openings
the
we can see? Like,
there on the second floor, there is a window, but you can't really. It's like it goes in, and then there's like kind of a wall around, so you can't really see in the building. You see only like a little bit because you got to go around.
How extensive does this combat sound on a scale of like 1 to 10? Like 10 being maybe
one
we
is Morton's out. It's a one person.
Everybody roll you three roll a perception check.
It's Morton's out versus an army of the undead.
He's just Morton's out blowing off some steam, or is it? Is this a dirty dance? Or no, not.
You said perception.
24.
I'm never rolling anything against Tanner again. I got a 13.
I'm like expertise in that shit. So.
Yeah. Mama's a hoe. It's okay.
I got a 14.
All right.
Not
So,
worse.
you guys hear what sounds like some like magical explosions going off. Maybe some like different metal bludgeony sounds. But Livia can hear like the sparks of something with electricity breaking.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have my familiar transform into a cat and run up so I can get like an indoor view of what's going on without actually entering.
The hawk has been circling in the air as it swoops down to the stairs and turns into a cat and goes right into the window. Into the room, you can see that 3-story mechanical structure is about 85% encased in ice. And there are different citizens, dead and possessed, crawling all over it. And Mortenzal is on the ground floor in front of it. And he had just blasted the side, and it broke off a bunch of the ice. It killed whatever citizen was on there. But it broke a big part of that mechanical thing. And you just feel the whole ground just like
y'all, we about to die.
a centimeter. And you see he's really frustrated about whether to like shoot at them or like... There's none that are within like 8 feet from the bottom. Like he's already run up and like grab people and tried to melee kill them and stuff.
I communicate everything that I'm seeing, like everything that you just said, essentially out loud as like I'm seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones that I'm like blinded at the moment, so y'all do what you would like with the information I'm giving at hand.
Yeah, as you're disseminating that information, Penny's also giving out orders as it's coming out. She looks at the wizards and she's like, well, it's time to be a villain and save the day again, so let's get on it. And she instructs them to follow behind the festering spider-like creature that is going to start walking into the front doors. Penny will then touch her spelling gem, cast Levitate on herself, and she's going to start going up so she can walk that catwalk to get inside. But she will let them go into the front door, and she's going to go up to try to get in a different way. But she can't bring anybody with her because that's just not how that works.
Bognak.
Sorry. And I got one arm.
Bognak's gonna take out his grappling hook. He's like, no, don't leave me behind. Don't leave me behind with the... good luck, wizards. Good luck, fellow wizards. I cast fly! And I throw the grappling hook up and try to go up the wall.
Penny looks annoyed. She can't fly that fast because levitation just...
Like an elevator.
So
it's a spider climb. I'm new to this. As he's going up the wall.
okay, so I want all 3 of you for this entire fight to roll 1 performance check. Because we're going into an Avengers fight moment.
Okay, well, in that case, can Cleonile also climb up the building?
Cleonile's still making her way from...
What is she doing?
She went off looking for
She
naked
She ran
people.
off to go chase after naked people. You're right.
Yeah.
She really lost it because that pterodactyl then flew off, and she's like, "What happened? Wait, what?"
Yeah. She ain't gonna spend too much time and be like, no, never mind.
Okay. My 1 performance check is a 23.
I'm not necessarily a performer.
I'm also not very much a performer.
13.
Okay.
Fuck you, dude.
Okay, I got an 18.
An 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll is this?
Good thing I'm a
Woo!
switch.
As you 3 run in, Mortenzal is like already like, thank God you guys are here. I can't blast it. I'm destroying the machine. They're all over it. You see as you run in, these wizards just misty step on top of the bodies and are like punching these bodies off the mechanical structure. But it's still so many bodies, like they're falling and landing on their body. Ugh! Like as that's falling, Penny, I want you to describe something badass that you're doing. Bognak, that will automatically succeed. Bognak, I want you to describe something pretty dope. And then Livia, just something mediocre.
Perfect.
So this is a full, like, cameras panning around the room as all of this is happening. Wizards are punching bodies off this thing.
I'll finish this off, boys.
Yeah, Penny is one hand, like, she has her hand out in front of her as bugs are kind of pouring out, and she's like, it's like pushing her up with the levitate spell. As she like steps onto the catwalk, I imagine she kind of wisps her hands around, and she blows these eldritch blasts at these guys, and it hits them. It starts to make them scream and holler, which makes them fall off, and also knocking some people down with them as they're like freaking out. They let go of the wall, and they're like ah, because Penny, surprising all her badassery, and they are fucking scared. Thank you.
As that's happening, Bognak grapple hooks in.
I think Bognak is just gonna see the wizards teleporting up on top, and he's like, "I'll join you, Misty Step," and he's just gonna like take a full run, just jump across, and just like see two zombies and like slam them in the face and just like start sliding down.
When
Like,
delusion takes you places.
You slide down the ice like their face are like hitting gears and it's just ripping off pieces of their faces, get caught in gears, just sliding down with them. Livia.
I how you're calling
Yeah,
out your
so
moves.
I'm like watching all this happen. I'm like, oh fuck, mage hand. And I'm slapping people in the face with my mage hand to like get off the tower, just like my mage hand slapping them.
Perfectly mediocre, but still successful because these are random citizens. So it's just, oh, and they're like letting go and falling. Bodies are hitting the floor constantly.
Can I just say Nugs is like on the ground just doing like death taps, you know, or it's like they're already dead. He's like, yeah, got that one.
I think it's safe to say that what we've seen from Nugs, I'm going to dictate what he's doing, and he's running around helping everybody.
that's very fair. Yeah.
He's like running up to you. You got this. Oh, here, let me help you.
Livia can be down there just casting burning hands as they fall.
Perfect. As bodies are slowly falling, you completely clear this gear mechanism. The ice is starting to thaw. A bunch of explosions have made it kind of broken, and the whole place is shaking. The whole city is shaking. We go back. Russ is in clouds. Bee on his back. He just like turns that big beak as he's kind of coasting and just kind of like hits at your side.
I feel like she's kind of dozed off a little bit, but not like been super hard. So she just kind of like picks up a little bit and turns around and be like, "Hey, say that again. I didn't hear you. What?"
Don't you have like a natural talk to animals or a race?
Oh, that's the joke.
Oh, my bad.
It's the bit that I'm going with.
He says,
Bit, babe.
he says, this wall is 100 miles high, and we can see the top even though we're not at it, which means we got a long way to go down. Get the rope and tie yourself onto me. We got a free fall.
You're going the opposite way of us.
All right, sounds good, and does exactly that. Ties herself up.
Jesus.
Next stop, Veilcast. And just
a volcano has erupted down. They can't hear that. A volcano has erupted down the U.S.
just like wraps his wings around his side, and they're long enough that they wrap and hold you, and you're double secured with that, and just bullets down through the clouds.
This induces pregnancy.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, B.
Right, how am I not about to give birth?
Right? Like that shit's just gonna fly out.
Oh, it's a 16.
I don't know how physics works, but like that.
All right, a 16. You've got 999 miles to fall. So no, it's 100 miles, right? What did I just say?
100.
Yeah, it's 100. So you've got 99 miles to fall. Still a long
Okay.
time to fall. But as you're falling, you're not getting nauseous. You're really focused with that Constitution saving throw. Everything that's inside stays inside for now. We'll come back to it. Back at the
Oh God.
Engine room. What do you guys want to do?
So all the things are dead. There's no more conflict.
There's no more conflict.
Penny calls out. Is there any way we can stop this from doing what it's doing? And she pulls the room.
Mortonzel will go ahead and tell you what he's been through with this, so that you are all caught up with his scenes.
Okay. It seems like it's broken. So we're looking for like options to just hold it, a good old band-aid, until we can not be on it when it crashes. So pulling the wizards.
Until got mending?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, and me and Bogdan can start to mend it. But we're just trying to like keep it from falling apart as long as possible. So yeah, if we think that'll be fruitful, then Penny and I assume Bogdan will start to mend it. But before she does that, she's going down because she's on this top platform. She looks at Morton down. She goes, "I need you to think back. I know you're from here. Is there any way we can get up without this? Is there anything we can do?" And then she starts to start mending this fucking big ass broken thing.
He just tells you how anytime his family traveled, they traveled Northwall. They went up and down on this city. He knows different places to stay, different inns, but unless there is a skyship or something at the dock at the other end of the city, and we know how to drive it, then I don't have a plan. This was the only way that you knew of.
The skyship like a boat? Because we have a ghost that can drive shit like that.
Holy shit, that ghost can drive boats?
Wait, Will Hemming's not
he
here.
can do a
He's back
lot
at
of
Mill West.
driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not here.
That's what Morton's all saying, because he knows Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was kind of coming off strong, so I decided to leave him behind. But
I'll show you this picture book I have, McLovin, of your past life.
he said
They're
he
really
also
put into place. Oh,
He
actually,
did say he
Livia
had a
just like
book.
pulls the smut book out and like puts it into McLovin's hands, and it's just like, read this very carefully. It'll describe exactly what you used to do and why that ghost is so important to you.
The whole city starts to shake more as another one of those gears. It's just like...
This is
Look
important.
down, Bognak.
Again, I'm not Bognak. This character is Bognak. I am the wizard formerly known as McLovin. Thank you very much. I ask everyone to respect that.
Okay, well, put it
Cast-
in your fucking bag and get the mending.
I cast Mending, and Bognak is going to cast Mending.
Sleight of hand check.
Ending.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Yep.
For realsies? Do I need to roll one as well?
Okay.
It's just him.
Can I do a
Big
sleight of
weird.
hand with my
Because
mage
this
hand
this
to
isn't
help?
just a door that's broken. This isn't just a spoon. This is like a machine with gears that like is frozen so it doesn't move, and pieces are broken. So like there's things that are glitching. There's parts.
Is Nugs still helping me?
Penny's helping you by casting Mending as well, if that helps.
Okay, so you roll one too.
I was
Yeah,
saying
okay.
Nugs is. You said Nugs
Yes,
is giving
Nugs
everybody
is
help.
helping you. Nugs is rubbing you on the shoulder, being like, yada yada, antidote from Wemding.
Yada yada.
And- that's a 16. I think if there's a time to use it, this is the time to use my Will Hamming die. If I still remember, do I still have it as a player?
It is technically a relationship die, but you would have to remember the relationship, and you just actively talked shit about him.
No, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
you
why I
haven't
was
read my
asking.
book yet.
Well, what if I like a page flips open in the book and it's as Nuts is rubbing my shoulders. Will Hamming, I'm rubbing Will Hamming.
Okay,
I'm like,
this is what I want you to do. I want you to roll a die. It's just going to be a straight luck die, because I could see that happening, but this is one of those intense season finale kind of moments. So,
That's-
roll, I guess just roll a straight d20.
14.
Sure.
Yay! It's gonna be a 1 on the D4 anyway.
Yes,
Don't worry.
the book flips through, but it is, because it's a 14, it's not amazing. It is a picture of, like, you standing there centrally in the shower, and Will Hamming is, like, rubbing his face on your side. And there's, like, a cartoon picture of, like, Livia and everybody behind, like, doing this, like, poking around the shower wall.
So I guess we did have a relationship, huh? From that.
It was very open.
And you
That's
start...
That's a 4. That takes me up to a 20.
Because it was a 16, it was like, okay, it's going to break it. There's still going to be... So, like, you'll fix that part, but there'll be another part. Actually, I think a 20 is kind of perfect. For now, everything is secure. It will hold for now. But eventually, that ice will melt.
Great, 'cause I got an 8. So,
This is exactly how he liked his shoulders rubs. As
Could
put
I
it.
be giving Penny the help action with my mage hand by kind of like placing in like the different pockets where it's staking, or?
I rolled with advantage from my
Oh, never
degree
mind.
barbs, and it was still an 8. So
Never mind. We tried.
we did. It did not go
Yeah,
well.
so
Yeah.
you were trying to put it into a place that was like... It also was a broken spot, but the spot that he fixed really just kind of stopped the motion of everything. It made it secure.
I actually, this is a question, and we might have to go back and check the logs on this one. I think we brought a couple of shard mines. We brought one. I thought we brought the midwife one, didn't we?
Actually,
Yeah,
There
she
that
was-
did.
sounds
there were
familiar.
talks about the midwife.
Yeah.
Who brought the midwife? That wasn't my charge to watch over. I had my
Where's
two
the
wizards.
midwife?
All right, cut back.
Gosh.
Cut back into where all the dead bodies are at the center of the city. Just scattered bodies. There's pterodactyl flying off that way. There's explosions that way. His shard mine midwife just like standing there. Clea Nile walks up behind. You You wouldn't have happened to see two naked people running around, would you? Oh, okay. You come here often? Alright, back into the sky, just barreling down through the clouds. B, another Constitution saving throw. And I'm letting you know there will be one more after this if you succeed.
Hold it in your guts.
Oh, 21.
Yeah, you're getting stronger by the minute. Russ is yelling back at you. How you doing?
I feel great!
Amazing! Just like flying through the air back to the room with the mechanism. It is secure. What do you want to do?
I want to take a nap, probably.
I don't feel like we have nap time with this ice melting and
Yeah.
fracturing.
Do we have any sort of idea of how long this ice will last?
Ice boy, keep it cold.
Luckily, you are pretty close to the tundra. You're within a mile, so it's pretty cold out. It's not snowing. It's not doing any damage to you. It's not biting.
It's only a mile away.
Yeah, but so I mean, it probably longer than it usually would. But go ahead and roll an insight check. But only one of you, whoever wants to do this.
I
Whoever's
also
the
don't
best
remember.
at rolling, I'll say a nature check. Whoever's best at nature.
Don't be fooled.
I'm gonna cast.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
got
cast
+4.
guidance on whoever
I'll do
does.
it.
I got a 0, so
Okay.
if it ain't charisma, don't ask.
All right,
about it.
Livia's
I
gonna roll
I
that.
got a -1, so yeah, I cast guidance on you. It's like, yeah, it's chilly in here. Huh?
Oh, I got guidance.
Yes, roll with guidance.
What is
Livia's gonna do
what
it
does
because they have
guidance
that.
Give me
D4.
a D4. Oh, it's a 4.
And he said, I don't know nothing about ice.
So +8, which would be 22.
Yay!
You know, you've got about maybe 5 or 6 hours before the integrity of the sides at least melts down and everything loosens.
Okay, with that information, if we're only a mile away from the top, perhaps we should take a short rest here and then ascend to the top. If that would be helpful to anyone kind of pulling the casters and the different types who may need a short rest. But yeah, that's your best bet.
As a wizard, I don't get much back from a short rest, but I could use some hit points, so that'd be great. And I think, as a safety precaution, my fellow wizards, I'm going to pull the spell book real quick and see if is Featherfall in there. Everyone, copy this spell if it's in there.
Just in case we drop and die. Yeah, that's help.
That's a lot check, but it's like, everyone get this one in case
I'll
we
roll
fall.
for it.
Yay.
No.
So, do I get the feeling that, like, we're about to get really fucking cold, that it'll start hurting me?
You all have rumors
Because your
enough that
verbiage alluded to that. in
you
my
will have
mind.
heard over time about the tundra is infamous in Silvernell. It is a death trap. So the
Okay.
further you go up, which the whole thing is ascending, the colder it gets, and eventually it actually does cold damage.
Is there anything in this place that will, like, keep me warm and prevent cold damage from happening within the tundra area that we're about to embark into?
You are from the jungles and a tribe, so you've probably heard word about this is right on the border of Colbrador, so roll me a history check.
Oh, dope. +4, 17?
You don't know. You know that like people come this way all the time, and there's a lot of wool and cloth trade here. It's probably just big coats and stuff, and then probably people use magical stuff. But you've heard that like Northwall specifically, not a lot about the tundra, but Northwall City, people keep warm inside because there's so much steam because it's all steam operated here, and that, you know, people just have fireplaces and stuff, so you can stay warm in the city. It's not freezing cold in the city.
Well, assuming that all the cities have just, like, been taken over with vile shit fucks, I don't want to deal with cities.
This city that you're in, Northwall.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, so they're all dead now.
So
Okay. Well,
let's take a nap and then a shopping spree.
sounds good.
And before the nap, I would like to real quick, quote unquote, shopping. This thing looks like it was attacked, right? Like it looks like it was covered in claw marks and stuff.
It looks like it was attacked. Yes, it looked like it was purposely broken.
Okay, but it, like, cause I wanted to make sure, like, it wasn't like giant claw marks tearing it apart. Was
No.
It? Okay, it just looks like it was torn apart.
Cthulhu
Okay.
in desperation.
Cool. That's what I want to make sure Cthulhu doesn't have like a baby dragon or something like hiding around somewhere here. Like
You never know.
They could have done
Just
some scary,
shopkeepers.
some shopkeeps.
Don't give me ideas.
Yeah, not yet.
You don't need, like you need any more cannon fodder right now, Scott. we're struggling.
Yeah, I think we'll take the short rest. Yeah, and if anyone who doesn't need the short rest, I don't know if anyone does not need a short rest. I think that Clea and I will be the only one who doesn't on my end. I don't know about Mortonzal. I don't think Mortonzal gets anything from a short rest either.
No hit points or anything.
He can get hit points, but he's not that hurt by it. I just also don't want to leave us just sitting here sleeping on a for shits and gigs because also stressed.
A city that's held up by
I don't
ice.
really get anything out of a short rest, and I'm at full hit points, so I can like kind of keep a lookout while everyone rest up.
So you're on watch. Great.
Yeah, and I got my familiar rolling around the area too.
Then all three of mine will take a short rest.
All right.
Yeah, I need a short rest just for hit points, honestly. So
As
I'll
Nice.
keep an eye out.
Pterodactyl and Bee plummet down to the ground, he gets within range, seeing it as the wind's fighting against his face, and yells to hang on and quickly throws out his arms. Because you're going so fast, they kind of blow back against him, and he's like struggling to pull his arms back. It's really a struggle. He kind of gets it far, but then it just kind of like the wind knocks him a little bit, and he starts spinning and fully flying around in circles as he's barreling down, yelling that he's going to get it under control. Don't worry. Constitution saving throw.
Oh, thank. That was a 25.
Perfect.
Hell.
He eventually gets hold and grabs the wind, and as he flies down, you see the jungle miles underneath you, and as you look forward, you both just see these humongous billowing black ash clouds, and underneath it a glow. And as he swoops further down to get under the clouds, you see from Mount Alita all the way down the slopes of Colbrador is just fire. The entire jungle, as far as you can see. Roll a history check, because I imagine you've gone through these jungles to see how far it's
Yeah.
reached.
He just looks down and is like, "Holy shit!" It was a 16. That was good for me.
You see it's right, the fire seems to stop right as there's an infamous spot where it kind of drops off with some waterfalls. Not very far, but far enough. And then it's like rivers and beautiful tropical land, and then it's Veilcast. So it's right at the precipice before it's going to enter the land and slowly take over Veilcast.
Okay. She'll kind of relay directions or how much further she thinks it'll be to Russ. And she'll also say, you know, if you're tired, I don't want you to be hurt. I can take over if you need me to fly, and you can be attached to me on the rope.
I can hold this up for probably another 40 minutes. It's going to get pretty tiring, but I'll see how far I can go. I'll slowly glide, and before we get to Mount Alita, I'll drop down and we can switch. All right.
Right, sounds like a plan.
Into the firewoods, Russ? Jesus, y'all.
No, like right before the volcano, and the volcano's pouring down. Like down slope. So it's like uphill. On the
It'll
other
be
side.
fine from the volcano.
Yeah. Okay, so he is just going to swoop his descend. And I think that's where we're going to leave our heroes here tonight, resting with it on a
Oh my god,
city.
he called us heroes.
I mean, at this point, you're kind of heroic. Heroic
At least you
villains.
said it. Because these hosts
We just killed a bunch of
villains.
innocent people that were.
Yeah, I'm a villain.
No.
Already dead.
You killed what used to be innocent corpses that are now filled with the hatred of Cthulhu. You got rid of Cthulhu.
Exactly.
That's what you did.
Perspective.
and we're about to loot. Gonna loot.
But what's
That's
important
villainous.
is B and Russ have just left the party to go to Valecast and start a castle home with dinosaur coin farm. And you guys are resting on a city held up by ice cubes that are melting. And that's where we end tonight.
I happen to know we're only a mile away from the top and not some fuckwhere in the middle, so we can at least get up to the top.
Yeah, you can see like the cold clouds billowing over the top.
Good.
All right, any last remarks?
No.
All right, thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time for episode 47.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you next time.
Yourselves.